It's been a tough spring. The rain we've had, the crops that have come up, they look really good. Our corn that's emerged, our first planted cotton looks really good, but it has been tough trying to get the rest of it planted. The 15th to the 20th of May is the optimum time we like to be through with the cotton, but we've had about 6 days in the field in May. I have several friends that they were not in the field, but maybe a half a day in May. I don't know, my dad, he's been farming since 1983. He said he can never remember not being able to get all of the cotton planted.
One thing that kind of tells you the story, I think, of the cotton industry this year as far as lack of planted acres, and there was only a 10% reduction, which I don't think would have reduced that very much, but one of the builders that builds the module trucks 2 months ago was sold out, and you couldn't buy a module truck at all. And now they're begging you to buy them. And they're also telling us that there's just not a market for a used one. So I think that really tells a big story of where the industry is right now.
I've talked to guys from Northeast Arkansas. They are way behind, more so than what I would say I am. I've talked to guys in parts of Southeast Arkansas. They're behind as well. Don't know if they'll get it all planted. There was one spot just south of Marville. The weather was perfect to getting everything planted, and it was about a 5-mile radius right around just south of Marville that everybody was through planting around the 5th of May, which was optimal. But north of Marville and, I don't know, 10 miles south of Marville, it's just been wet. And my consultant, I think what he told me, the research shows that for every day after May 20th, you start losing 2% of your top yield potential. For every day after that, we're hoping we have a long summer to give us a good chance of top yield.
You've got alternative crop if you don't get cotton planted. At least you won't lose as much money if you plant soybeans if everything goes south, but typically you don't make as much per acre as you do with cotton.
We got back into cotton in 2016. It has become our main crop. It was our money crop. We've invested in the baler pickers, and you have to have the acres to justify the pickers. We like to have 1,400 to 1,750 acres per machine per cotton picker, and we have 2. So we're not going to quite be at that 1,500 acres per machine.
Hopefully we'll get higher prices for that. We do need some demand, and I think we're going to have less bales to fill that demand. Therefore, hopefully the prices will go up. I was just talking with our gen manager a couple of days ago, and he indicated that cottonseed prices were about $50 higher. We're able to sell for about $50 a ton more than we could just 2 or 3 months ago. So that kind of indicates that maybe the industry is seeing there's less cotton to produce seed as well as lint.
This is some of the first cotton we planted somewhere around the 1st of April, and we're at about 3 or 4 nodes. We hope to get blooms at least by July 4th. The later you are, obviously, the less likely you are to finish out the crop. So I don't know, we have really high hopes for this earlier planted cotton.
I guess one of the good things, sometimes early cotton makes, sometimes later cotton is your higher yielder. So we have cotton spread out over about a 4-week period, and none of it is really planted that late, but later than what we'd like. Other parts of the state haven't been as fortunate.
Talked to our cotton rep. They're trying to true up some acres, and he said they think they'll be down just in Arkansas 35%.
You know, hopefully we'll get some better prices because we're operating about 15 cents a pound under the cost of production right now. Things are going to have to get better. There was a lot of farmers voluntarily quit for the 25 season. Some involuntarily quit because they couldn't get loans. But I'm going to say if things don't get better for 25 as opposed to 24, there's going to be a lot more of that happening.